Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome back. Hope you've had a wonderful first week or so of July. Welcome to your extra tarot card reading for the month of July, because we're going to have a new moon on the 12th, but it's not just any ordinary new moon. We're going to have a solar eclipse with it as well in the sun sign of Cancer. So powerful time, guys. Powerful times for all of the zodiac, especially if you're a Cancer for this first one. And then we've got the lunar eclipse in Aquarius on the 27th. So powerful changes for everybody, depending on what area of life the eclipses are transiting in your birth chart. You can check that out. If you want to know, then just click the links below and I can check that for you. So let's get straight into it. It's going to be a general reading, guys, for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. It won't resonate with everybody, and that's fine. Just check your Moon and your Ascendant or Rising sign readings if you know what they are in terms of astrology. And so let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Okay, so Spirit, we're going to tap into, okay, one's fallen, Page of Wands. So creativity, passions, good news. Generally, I take this energy as the Page of Wands. Good news with creativity, with passions, and with anything that means a lot to us in our heart. Not necessarily a romantic matter or a relationship, but anything that we're truly, truly passionate about. Page of Wands, generally positive energy. Okay, let's tap into the energy of Virgo. This is Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Spirit, if there is a message for Virgo, please let it be known. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, whoops, too many is falling out there. Let's put those back in. The first card will represent a theme. Second card will represent an issue. Third card will represent the recent past. Fourth card will represent the present. Fifth card will represent the advice. And the sixth card will represent a potential outcome. This is Virgo, Sun, Moon. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles. So, Queen of Pentacles, this energy is about, the Queen of Pentacles is a person. Doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman watching this, but the energy is about being really, really resourceful. Okay, so looking around you at what resources you've got, what you can pull together. Out of all of the queens, I refer to the Queen of Pentacles as my hustler, because that's exactly what she does. She knows, or he knows, this energy knows how to make ends meet. They're very good with money, they're good providers, they're very grounded, very earthy energy, representing all the earth signs as well. So that's yourself, Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. But it's a very, very resourceful energy, someone who can pull things together. Okay, Virgo, 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 Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Virgo need to know? If there's a message for Virgo, please let it be known. Alright, so we've done enough shuffling. Let's see where the energy is for you. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Let's see what pile feels like there's the most energy. Careful pull. That's the middle. So going to read from here. And underlying energy is, oh, wonderful, the Nine of Cups. Look at that, the card of content, the card of, you know, your wish, your dream, your heart's desire. Suit of Cups representing emotional matters. So, you know, what's important to us in our hearts, could be relationships. But the energy of the Nine of Cups is very much about that feeling of being content. It's the number just before we get to the number of completion in tarot, just before we get to 10, which is, you know, the ultimate state of completion. But it's about very much being happy and content. And I do remember for you, Virgo, in the reading I did about just over a week ago for the month of July, like a general, you know, monthly energy for July. The message was about looking out for an offer. So, interesting. Don't know if this reading is going to be linked, but the underlying energy is being content. Let's see. Okay, interesting. What's come out? Ooh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Virgo. All right, so you have a lot of swords energy here. You've got swords and you've got cups. So this is like challenges and emotional matters. Let me look at this closely. Okay. Okay, looking at this straight away, Virgo, you know what? I don't even know if this is, I don't even think that this is linked to the reading that I did about a week ago. It feels very much to me like this is a message for a brand new set of Virgos that need to hear this. But looking at this spread and looking at the underlying issue or the underlying theme of content, it feels very much to me like there's some Virgos out there that maybe something's just ended. Something's ended or something is about to end, because in the issue position here, you've got the Ten of Swords. Swords as a suit is all the challenges in life. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I don't take the suit of swords very lightly at all, because it's not a pretty suit. It's not it's not like the suit of cups or even the suit of wands, for example. It is all of our challenges in life, and it relates to our mental thoughts as well, how we think and how we learn, as well as challenges. It also represents the zodiac signs of air, so Aquarius, Gemini or Libras. But back to the Ten of Swords. So the energy of the Ten of Swords is about an ending. Something's come to a stage of completion, and it's more than likely, rather than being a completion of potentially happiness, a completion of an ending. Okay, as you can see, there's a guy here who he's ended. He's dead, he's over. But the energy with the Ten of Swords is, it's not so much that energy of like a slow transformation like the Death card energy. This is an ending that's just happened. It could have been out of the blue, and it could have been quite sudden if it has happened, or maybe it hasn't happened yet. Now this ending, what we've got here next to it, what's linked to it, is the King of Cups. And Cups as a suit is linked to romance, relationships, how we feel. So it could be that this is a romantic relationship that's come to an end. The King of Cups in particular does represent, as an energy, normally the King of Cups for me is about offerings and things coming in, but it's also about a real good feeling of emotional stability, because it's the King, it's that emotional maturity, it's that mature relationship, it's that relationship that maybe was potentially quite long term. So it could be that for some Virgos out there, there's been an ending to something that means a lot to you emotionally, or it could be a relationship, or it could even be a water sign person, being the Cups. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Okay, now all that said, with this ending that I can see and that I can feel, it definitely feels like an ending, because I can see the Five of Cups and I can see the Seven of Swords, and the positions that they're in definitely to me does indicate an ending. But your past energy is the Two of Swords. So again, you've got that whole air energy, that whole swords challenge energy, and the two is about being at a crossroads. So it shows up for me here that in the recent past, for some Virgos or a particular Virgos, you got to a bit of a crossroad with this issue, that's recently ended, potentially a romantic relationship that's ended. You were at a crossroads. You didn't know whether you was coming or whether you was going, Virgo. You didn't know whether you should stay or whether you should leave. There potentially was a lot of debate, a lot of conflict within yourself that I'm getting over what you should do, but you were very much at a crossroads, and that could be why this has come to an end, because there was no clarity, there was no clear direction over where you were going with this person, place, or thing. You take what resonates with you. That has ended. I feel that it is a matter of the heart, like it's something romantic, but there definitely was a crossroads. Something had to give. Something had to give in the recent past. So obviously the past takes us to the present. And in your present position, you've got the Seven of Swords. And this is the card of deceit. This is the card of dishonesty. This is the card of gossip, backstabbing, that kind of energy. You know, it's untruthfulness, whether it's petty white lies, or it's big fat lies and being completely dishonest, or whether it's cheating in a relationship. But there has been, I feel like the issue has been to do with honesty. And it's not in your past position. The past is the crossroads. The present is the actual card of deceit. So it could be that for some of you, you've been at a bit of a crossroads over what to do with this potential dishonesty. Now, Virgo, I don't know whether it's you who has been dishonest. Okay. Maybe not as upfront as you should be, or whether it's someone who's been dishonest with you, but it is showing up that there's been, there's crossroads and there's dishonesty, and that ultimately, has led to disappointment. It has sadly led to feeling unhappy, because you've got the Five of Cups in your advice, the advice situation. And although this is probably not the best place where anybody might want to see, the advice, the sadness, the disappointment, it's where it leads you to. So I wouldn't get too caught up on that, because I'm not too caught up on that. But where it's leading to, or where the outcome is, the Knight of Wands. And Wands as a suit is passion, it's that creativity, it's getting up on that horse again and moving forward. And the Knight of Wands is a really, really cool knight, because he is one of the most quickest moving knights. And knights, for me, call for action that we need to do, or action that's going to come to us, or a situation or a place, or whatever it is that the reading is about. But I feel very much that your outcome is that although you may be a little bit upset at the moment and this ending has happened, that really you need to get that passion back, okay, with the Knight of Wands. You need to, get back on the horse, get yourself together as best you can, and keep moving forward. And don't let that light become dim, that passion, because it is the one suit that's in your outcome. Don't let that passion be dampened by whatever it is that's had to, or will come to an end. And it could be, as I said, something that is of, oops, if I can pick the card up, more of a romantic nature with the King of Cups there, or something that certainly means or has meant, depending on when you're watching this video, a lot to you emotionally. Whew. Virgo. Okay. The underlying energy that we had here was, Nine of Cups, being happy, being content. So it feels very much to me like this could be coming to you following this situation. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for clarity. And I think I'm going to look at the future. I think I'm going to look more towards the outcome, because I can clearly see that, you know, there has been this crossroads, this debate over what to do. There's an ending, and potentially there's been a little bit of deceit, backstabbing, dishonesty, and so forth, and that's dragged into the present, or you're still reflecting on the present. So let's look at what, you know, moving forward. Okay, so Spirit, what does Virgo need to know about the Knight of Wands, the outcome moving forward? Okay, that's too many. Okay, why am I seeing the Knight of Wands? Clarify. Oops, that's way too many as well. It's flipped. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Virgo, moving forward from the situation. What does Virgo need to know? Oh, my cards have just fallen everywhere. Sorry guys, just had to pick up all my cards that fell over. So let's clarify this again. So Knight of Wands, what does Virgo need to know? The outcome, Knight of Wands, what does Virgo need to know? Clarity, Knight of Wands, moving forward. Okay, there's a message, let it be known. Okay, alright. So, Five of Pentacles is the card of loss, is the card of poverty. It is the card of not feeling as though you've had enough, or that you have got enough. As you can see, there's two people out in the cold. So, okay, so the loss, I feel like there's more to come. What does Virgo need to know about this loss, this poverty? Nine of Cups. I just love it when spirit guides do that. I love it when they just put things to you. They send you on a bit of a journey, and then they put it to you blatantly, like, why wasn't you listening? I already told you. This is what you need to know. Okay guys, so Virgo, this loss, this poverty, this not having enough, this ending that's here, you know, your clarifier cards, as I looked into the future a little bit for you with the Knight of Wands, with the moving forward, as I said, not losing that passion. The loss, I feel like I'm being pushed to say to you, and what's being shown to me is that your happiness, your desire, your Nine of Cups, your ninth cup, what it is that you want, that is ultimately gonna, you know, make you have those content feelings, will come, because it's there for you. It was your underlying energy on the bottom of the deck, and now we have the High Priestess, which is about using your intuition, listening to your inner voice, tuning out anything that's unhelpful to you, or any unhelpful voices or advice that you're getting, and you know, knowing that you're content, your ninth cup will be there. That's your clarifier. Virgo, I'm just thinking, the actual last reading that I did for you for actual July, that message was about looking out for an opportunity, and I don't feel like this is linked. I don't feel like this is linked to that reading, or these messages are for those same Virgos. It could be, it could not be, but I don't feel as though they're linked in any way, shape or form. I feel like this is brand new. And I feel like I just need to say that, Virgo, if this is you, Virgo, in this situation where something has ended, you know, of a romantic matter, or something that certainly meant a lot to you, with that ending with the Ten of Swords there, and you've been at a crossroads, I feel like I need to say everything happens for a reason. I feel like that's what I'm being pushed to say. Everything happens for a reason, especially if there's been some kind of dishonesty that's come to light. And if this is you that has been dishonest, rather than the other way around, and someone's been dishonest with you, then you need to take from that situation what you can to move yourself forward. And whatever the dishonesty was about, everything happens for a reason, and honesty is always the best policy. So if it's someone's been dishonest with you, then there's no way that anybody should have to put up with that. If it's you yourself that's been dishonest, then well, honesty is always the best policy. But your ninth cup is there, and I like that. I like that for an outcome, even though it looks as though there's been a lot of challenge with all these swords, like just challenge. Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, like the most challenging cards in this particular suit of challenge has been thrown up, you know, but it's time to move forward with the Knight of Wands. It's time to not let that passion, that light be dimmed. So I'm going to pull an angel card for you, Virgo. I'm going to see what comes up. I feel, just looking at this spread, seeing if I get anything else. Cutting your losses has just come to me. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but the saying cut your losses is what's just being pushed in front of me. So cut your losses. If that means anything to anyone, I don't know, but that's what I feel about this situation as well, and that's what I feel like I need to say, or I'm being pushed to say. Okay, Virgo, cut your losses, cut your losses. Okay, that's interesting. That's just throwing itself up to me. Okay, if there's a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. Whoops. Balanced friendships is just fallen out. Balanced friendships. So we'll see what this is all about. Okay, Virgo, it says, so your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. This card fell out for another sun sign as well, that I did earlier. So it could be, who was it? 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 I think it might have been, who was it? It might have been Leah, I'm not sure, but it fell out for, interesting that, it fell out for another sun sign. So, you know, if this message relates to you as well, it could be that you're dealing with that particular sun sign. I have a feeling that it might have been Leo, I think. I'm not sure. It might have been. It might have been. Don't quote me. I'll have to go back and watch the videos, but it fell out for another sun sign. So it could be that there's a Virgo and a Leo who are connected. I don't know. But in this particular instance, the card that's fallen out for you, Virgo, is balanced friendships. And so your friendships will work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. So if you are in a relationship, or you were in a relationship, and sadly that's had to come to an end for whatever reason, if the balance wasn't there, then the advice is it's only really going to work if that balance is there. If, you know, if you and the other person, or you and the people involved, can come to some sort of middle ground and find that balance. Oh, Virgo, I hate being the bearer of bad news. I hate it sometimes when these readings they don't always throw up a reading that's just every single card is positive, but that's just life. That's just the way it goes. No one's life is always positive, but the thing about tarot, and the thing about the way that I'm intuitively guided when I read tarot, is that when it's a clear message of maybe a little bit of disappointment, it's always clear. There's never no in between. You know, it's always clear what's happened, or clear what will happen, or clear what is happening. If there is a message where things are sadly coming to an end, and sometimes they do in life, and I always believe that, you know, in life, people come into your life for reasons, seasons, and to teach you a lesson. You know, people come in for a reason, to help you with something. The season, some people only stay there for a certain amount of time, and some people are there just to learn a lesson from, to put you on a path where you're actually meant to be. I mean, it's happened to me. It's happened to me, you know, one particular time in my life I can think of, where I learned a massive lesson from a person that put me on my right path, put me exactly where I am now, in a much better place. So sometimes these things do happen, and, you know, for you, Virgo, your ninth cup is definitely there. So have a wonderful new moon. New moons are perfect times to start all over again, to reflect, to think, to start a new direction. New moon will be happening on the 12th, so good luck for it, and maybe, you know, hopefully when I see you again, or hopefully you come back again in August when I do the August readings. I hope that for Virgo there will be a complete different picture and things will be moving forward for you. So good luck, Virgo. Whoever this message is for, good luck, lots of love, lots of light, and you know, drop me a comment. Let me know who these messages resonate with, because I never know who these readings are for. That's the beauty of doing them. I don't know until people give me feedback. So good luck. Do like, do share, do subscribe, do press the little bell on the subscription button so you can know when I've uploaded a video for your sun sign. And all the best, Virgo. Okay, have a wonderful month of July, and I'll see you in August. Okay, take care, Virgo. Bye.